Good evening, everybody. How's everyone doing on this fine Tuesday? Sorry, I'm just pulling up the chat real quick. There we go. All right, so soup and sandwiches. Since the soup is going to take the majority of the time, we're going to go ahead and get that started. The rice is going to take almost an hour. I already have the oven preheating, so I need to get a medium saucepan. Okie dokie. 4 cups of water. Four cups of water, a sprig of thyme, one bay leaf, three-fourths teaspoon salt, and 1/4 teaspoon baking soda. I didn't get a chance to replace the garlic cloves that went bad, so we're using garlic powder, and we're hoping for that. And there's the 4th teaspoon baking soda. Alright. We need to bring this bad boy to a boil. Alright, so while we wait on that, I've got dried shiitake mushrooms. So I'm supposed to rinse these. And then we are going to turn them into powder. So now we've got mushroom powder. It could be thinner if I had a spice grinder, but I do not, so this is about the best I can hope for. I'm going to give this a stir. But once this gets to a boil, we're going to put a cup of this wild rice in, and it's actually going to go and cook in the oven from 35 to 50 minutes. But don't worry, we will use this liquid in the soup as well. All right, so we're starting to simmer. All right, I would say we are now at boiling. All right, we're going to return that to boiling. Then we're going to put a lid on it and put it back, put it in the oven. Rolling simmer. All right, this is going to go in the oven for 35 to 50 minutes, so I'm going to put it in for 40 and see what we look like. Okay, so for the soup, we really only have the onion to dice up. Everything else is just going to go in there, get browned, cooked for 15 minutes, deglaze. And then we need that, so we have about 20 minutes to fill. 20, 30 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and prep some of the other stuff, sandwich-wise. Starting with the onion we need soonest. That's pretty good. Layer flat. Cut her in half. Remove the skin. So this is to finely dice this. I kind of struggle with the super fine cuts. So let's see if we can't try and take our time with this and get some really thin onion. That's fun. That's pretty fine. With that. I've got some here on the end that's not quite as good, but that's pretty fine. I'm happy with that too. Alright, so onions cut. Next up, chives. I will use that later. Just wanted a flat end. This is going to be for garnish and for in the soup. Okay. I don't know why I got this up. It's not big. So, what we're going to do is make a dressing for the lettuce and onion on the sandwich. We're going to put about a cup of mayo, maybe a little bit more. Red wine vinegar. A little garlic powder. Italian herb seasoning. We're going to put some fresh parsley in there too, just a little bit. Now we don't need onion powder. We got that. Do need black pepper though. Some salt. Like I said, a little fresh parsley. Oh, I was gonna add cheese to this. What am I doing? A little freshly grated Asiago. Sorry, there's some seasoning. That's pretty tasty. Still needs a bit more garlic and a little bit more pepper. Put some white pepper in there. Ooh, that's tasty. All right, so what we've got here is a little bit less than half an onion. Trying to break them apart as best I can. All right, next up we got our lettuce. I'm gonna pick off a couple and then cut it up. Wash them real quick. Some of these, the tops, just a little black. That was strange. There. Now we've dressed the greens of the salad, or of the vegetable. We basically made a salad that we're putting on there, but it's basically like mayonnaise mixture of oil. So what you'd already put on there, so instead we just made it into a dressing. All right. Tomatoes are pretty rough right now. Not these ones specifically, but just at the store. The farmer's market does not start for at least a week. So we're currently stuck with what we got. But any tomato you use, you should be seasoning. Just like anything that you eat. Too many people do not season their vegetables for a sandwich. Talking about tomatoes. There we go. That was too thick. All right. Always a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. You'd be amazed what this does to your tomatoes. I think I'm done with the cutting board, so I'll go ahead and put this up. Okay. So do a quick little wipe up, and now we're going to start on the vegetables for the soup. Trying to get the leftover chives back in this case. Yeah, I'll take it. All right, so give it a second, and I'm going to take you over to the onion, mushrooms, sherry, soy sauce, butter, because I know that's what's going in immediately. Lemon will be zested. Chives. And ground that. Chicken stock. Alright, I need the Dutch oven. Sorry, I'm just wiping up the counter. Okay. I heat. Melt butter in Dutch oven, add mushrooms, onion, garlic, tomato paste, salt, and pepper, stirring occasionally. I'm going to switch to a different utensil once we actually start getting to the soup part. But while we're making fond, I think this would be a good choice for scraping. Alright. This butter's nearly melted. Well, nearly. It's half melted. I really think it's interesting that this wants me to add the onions and the mushrooms at the same time. You'd think that you would want the onions to go ahead and get a head start, or mushrooms, since they usually are what takes the longest. Gotta get them to release all that moisture. But we'll try the recipe, see what happens, and then we will change it next time, as necessary. What we always pretty much do. We learn from our flaws. Okay. Those are mixed in. Garlic. Said no garlic, so we're doing garlic. Granulated. Three-fourths teaspoon salt. Teaspoon of pepper. I believe it's how much tomato paste? 1 teaspoon tomato paste. Ooh. Well, it's a little bit more than a teaspoon, but whatever. trying to get everything mixed around. So my rice has got 3 minutes left. I'm supposed to strain whatever left of the liquid into this, and then we will fortify this later. So I'm going to get a strainer out. I don't think we need to measure the cup anymore. Yes, see all this liquid that the mushrooms released? All that liquid needs to get cooked out before we can even get any sort of browning or real cooking on the mushrooms. "35 to 50 minutes until tender." How does one tell if rice is tender? That's what the rice looks like. Seems tender. Ooh, we're starting to get a little bit of pond. Here's the liquid we got out of the rice. Okay. Vegetables are brown and dark pond develops. I would say we're not quite there yet, but we're getting close. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the fan on. Two-thirds cup share. Alright, there's my dark pond. Alright, so 2/3 cup sherry. So we're deglazing the pan, trying to get up all that delicious Maillard reaction that's on the bottom. Not only does it add a lot of flavor, this also helps make the pan easier to clean. Alright, so we're gonna let all that cook off until there's about no liquid left. Alright. There's 3 cups. Actually need this again. 4 cups. This is 4 cups. 4 cups of chicken stock. 1 teaspoon soy sauce. A little extra never hurts. Alright. Add ground mushrooms or cooking liquid broth, soy sauce, bring to boil. Alright, so then last thing is a little bit beef bouillon to make that chicken stock better. So I rotate measures. That's good. So there actually is not a significant amount of time before this is done. Just so. Little MSG for 1 ounce. Alright. Need to bring this to boil. Okay. We've been boiling, so we're going to reduce to low and simmer about 20 minutes. Go ahead and just scrape the bottom. I don't want that. Cover. Alright, it's on low. Timer set 20 minutes. Good boy. We shouldn't have to That's too bad. Guess we'll use this one. I was going to use the wooden one for the same one, but this one's fine.
What?
There should be some dripping like that.
Is there?
Yeah.
Okay.
There it is. That explains it. Is that your name?
Yep.
You ordered it.
I didn't. These aren't my three issues of solo leveling.
Maybe it is. Oh. Alright, so that's going to keep going for a little bit. We've got time to fill. And since there's nobody watching, I'm going to fill it how I want. So here's all the food we have. You see, I have a package that has arrived. I ordered this months ago.
Well, it is my solo leveling.
It is?
More than that.
Did you order the rest of it?
I don't know.
How?
Huh?
Okay. Hey Lily, here's a box for you.
Oh. I know what this.
Am I going to be disappointed?
Oh, maybe it would be like weak.
Oh, my plates?
Yeah.
Well,
Are you disappointed?
no, I could use them today.
Well, they're not clean.
No, but there's time to get them clean. Do a nice little hand wash.
If they're what you actually want.
The double unboxing. Boop. You know what's funny is this got here before on. You have the cutter? Thank you. Those of you who are here for cooking, which is probably most of you,
That's just dust.
Yeah.
It's a matte white.
you think it would, you think it's what we want? You think it's photographical?
I think it's still gonna reflect a little bit of light, but it shouldn't be as shiny.
But I mean, is it going to be a nice contrast to the food? I think that's the big thing.
Well, it eliminates the green.
This bad boy just takes up the whole box. I like the instructions.
Just to cut it out. essentially. These are your big bowls.
They also put out a trailer for Smiling Friends Season 2.
Oh, I haven't watched any of that.
It looks great.
Huh?
Me too. Also hot.
It's freezing upstairs. Everyone turn the fan on.
Yeah, I don't regret my decisions.
I slightly regretted that.
Look at those legs. Don't fall off. Skipper, there's nothing in here that you want to eat, so please leave.
Everything! Everything! Yeah, these were supposed to ship for like 2 weeks.
I'm not complaining. Let's move you a little closer. As we assemble!
The Avengers?
No, the lady.
The Avengers?
Yes, but that's not specifically. Oh, they bamboozled me.
Not person.
Oh, who tapes the corners? This will be an interesting one for you to figure out where we're going with this. What?
Wait. I've been bamboozled.
How so?
They sent me a second thing of bowls.
And not a.
Thing of plates.
Oh, jeez. Did you screw up or did they screw up?
I don't.
I don't know.
Did I order 2 sets of the plates?
Okay.
It shows 2 there, but I didn't remember picking 2.
So you're the one who screwed up.
I don't remember. Well, I'm going to return 1 set of bowls. You don't need 8 bowls.
I do not.
I don't know what the out. Quantity 2.
Hey, Morgan,
Uh-huh.
can you come do this so I don't break it?
Yep. Why don't you stop? As you worry about that. Just stop. Stop. listens to that voicemail. Well, her legs are quite, Does she have a mask?
No.
You sure?
There's no mask in here.
Oh.
There's no mask on the part.
Who designed it?
Oh, the Japanese.
Pew pew.
Pretty cool.
Best girl.
She is the best girl.
Is the instructor really just like installing her in one?
And
Putting her on the stand.
and putting her on the stand. It's cool. I like it. Nobody. That is fine. Means I can clean without having to worry about being entertaining. Did you look at Crumble this week?
Yeah. Did you?
I did. I didn't think about it until today. Are you gonna go?
I wasn't going to, but something you wanted.
I don't want the monster,
Okay.
but
I can get on the way home.
I mean, if you're not gonna go,
I thought about getting the cinnamon whatever one.
scone.
Yeah.
I thought you'd go for the chocolate chip or the brownie.
One that's got chocolate ice.
Yeah.
There's the cookie dough. But the cinnamon scone was the one I kind of want to try, not the chocolate cupcake. So that is also tempting. It's not that I wasn't tempted, I just...
I mean, don't go if you don't want anything. I can make a monster cookie at home, no problem. I know you like to make yours from the mix, but I can make a cookie from scratch.
Well, I can also make a cookie from
It's a bold statement. I'm not saying you're not capable, you just don't. Unless you're counting the avalanche or the peanut butter cookies that I found. Did you get a chance to talk to people at work today at all? You sound like you were running around with your head cut off.
I talked to a lot of people at work. I had the interview, I had my one-on-one with Nagar, I had my one-on-one with Jason, and I had one-on-one with Abel. And then I got to come back after Abel's one-on-one. But then I had the thing to answer from Cindy, who's the interview lady.
Yeah.
And then I had my staff, oh, that's what I had to do. I had to prepare for my staff meeting to then have my staff meeting to then I had to do something after staff meeting, between staff and then our tier meeting with Nagar. And then after that, I went back to try to work on the stuff with Cindy, and my computer hard crashed and made a horrible sound. And then
The internet here was really weird today.
Like, it made such a bad sound that my monitor just went, "Ee!" And I was like, what? I didn't know monitors could make sound.
They're like any other piece of equipment. They can overheat.
But it was my computer that freaked out.
Maybe the connection went bad. The wiring, maybe.
I had to completely shut off my computer and then turn it back on. And then it took like 3 minutes solid of just thinking before it actually going to start.
Yeah, we've all had days like that. Alright, we're going to put this away. You don't want to hurt the best. Just because you're not the rest. What's that figure? Oh, Grant is here. That was Makoto from Persona 5. Do you want to see her again? The figure just showed up right before the stream. I opened it live on camera.
Oh, wait.
Why is the chicken stock still here? It is trash. That's sick. Yeah. This is actually this they re-put it out because it's such a cool figure. And I missed it the first time because it came out before I collected figures. So when they announced they were redoing it, I ordered it immediately. I have Fawn coming. She was shipped very slowly for some reason, but she's supposed to be here. I'm gonna say either by the end of this week or early next week. I need cornstarch, and God, my knee hurts.
Sorry.
It's okay. I'm
Do
just
you want to go?
yeah. I'll take some after. I'll have some after dinner.
Hi,
I just think I twisted.
Yeah.
It's funny and it hurts. All right, so we're making a cornstarch slurry. Fourth cup water. You can see the rear tire later, Grant. How much cornstarch do I need? 1/4 cup. So 1-to-1 ratio for my thickening agent. Huh? Wild rice soup, that's one of my faves. I don't know that I've ever actually gotten this at a restaurant. You and my wife know pretty well, I'm not a big soup person. Like chicken tortilla, baked potato, crab bisque are my go-tos if I have to have a soup. So I'm making an effort to try some of these soups that I may have missed in the past. Okay. Bring this to a simmer, let it thicken a little bit. Then we're going to remove from the heat. You're more of a soup as an appetizer than a meal kind of guy. Yes, that's the whole reason why we're having sandwiches with this, is because soup by itself is not a meal for me. Okay. Remove pot from heat, stir in cooked rice, cream, chives, lemon zest, cover, let stand 20 minutes. You didn't drop it, did you?
Yeah.
Just in the nick of time. Alright, we'll go ahead and measure out my cream. Half cup head cream. So here, once I add everything, it's just got to sit covered for 20 minutes, and that's when we're going to make everything. Okay. Okay, bye-bye. Wild rice is pretty popular up here, I guess, since it grows around lakes. Up in my cabin, a part of the lake is called the Rice Bay because it has a slow current and rice grows there. What kind of sandwiches are you making? Uh, Basically, we're making subs. Um, we've got smoked Gouda, honey turkey, honey maple ham, and salami. Interesting. Morgan apparently thought the ham sounded good.
Don't.
I mean, I generally don't like maple with ham, but I don't know. I'll give it a try. I know it's common. I'm not a big ham person.
I know.
So
That was more for me. That's why I bought you some.
yeah,
Outrageous.
you just bought a lot.
Last time I didn't buy so long.
On salami, I usually go a quarter of a pound. You get a lot. But it worked out because we made good pizza. How was the pizza, by the way?
I preferred the first one because the crust was thicker. Because when you reheat thinner crust pizza, it gets like all fluffy.
Well, I know what you're gonna say to this. Don't reheat it. I didn't reheat mine. It was pretty good. But to be fair, that wasn't crust that I like constructed. It was threw it in a mixer with water. So ham is okay as long as it's not honey ham. It's honey maple ham. So it does say honey on there. Yeah.
It's supposed to be maple.
Honey maple ham. We're just waiting for this to thicken up a little bit. Hey Grant, they put out a trailer for season 2 of Smiling Friends. It's about 2 minutes. You should go watch it. It really looks great. Did you get like cheddar cheese?
No.
I grabbed the Gouda. I just didn't know if there was other cheese in there that you wanted. There's probably.
You bought 2 cheeses.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh.
You bought Colby. We had a whole conversation about it.
I'm sorry. It was like 4 days ago.
There are also dressing.
I would go with the deli style to be yummier, but you do you. It's your sandwich. I saw it. Can't wait for it to release. Yeah, it looks so good. They clearly upped the budget.
It's so popular.
It was popular. I'm also so tired. Madison asked me to write a review of Doom 2 for our work newsletter.
Are you gonna do it?
I don't know. She sent it to both. She sent it to Cole, Ben, and myself. It was like, you guys had an hour-long conversation about this. Can one of you write a review of the movie? And then Cole was like, well, aren't you reading the book? And she goes, yeah, I'm 3 pages in. So, I don't know. If I can find the time, I might do it.
What's that? That one.
It's dressed lettuce and onion.
It looks like. What's it for?
My sandwich. I saw people doing this, and I was like, that's kind of a good idea. So instead of putting mayonnaise and like oil and vinegar, like you see at a lot of places, they tell you to like make a dressing with your lettuce. So like oil, vinegar, like salad dressing, and put your lettuce in it, and it makes your sandwich better, and then it's not dry. Some people doing that with mayonnaise and vinegar.
Yeah.
And then adding other flavors to it, and like adding the red onion, and just making this really nice salad-looking component, putting it on there, and it just makes the sandwich look delicious. And I was like, I'm gonna try that because it's just mayonnaise and red wine vinegar, salt, pepper, garlic. I went ahead and shredded some or grated some Asiago in there, a little fresh parsley, and I was like, this is really good. So, would you say this is too wet? So we are trying to get it thickened. I think it got a little, it dropped under simmering.
That means it's not really doing anything.
No, it's back to simmering, I just meant.
I mean, it's thin. Aren't you gonna add a lot of rice?
Yes, but that's not gonna like thicken it. I don't want to turn it into a gravy because I want it to be a little bit thicker. Do you think I ought to just hang out, let it heat for a little bit? Or do you think I add a little bit more cornstarch slurry?
I would just let it heat for another, like, 5 minutes or so.
Okay.
As long as it's actually simmering.
Have you read the book? Yes, I read Dune.
Nerd.
I read the first one. Didn't care for it that much. Didn't care for the first movie all that much. I just thought it was gorgeous, but it's too complicated and it's only all right. There's a lot of thinly veiled, not allegories, but just kind of themes that are problematic. Wild rice soup should be on the thicker side. It can never be too bad. All right, I'm gonna add a little bit of more cornstarch slurry, and then we'll go from there. I was playing Helldivers after work. Yesterday, they had said that the robots got defeated, so the robots weren't there. Today, they updated and brought it back. Why does your work have a newsletter that you have to contribute to? Seems like extra work. You know, you're not wrong, but it's like a culture thing where they want to like talk about things specific to us. Because we have like a work newsletter for the department we're in, but it doesn't really mention anything that we do. So they decided to make one. It's not supposed to be a bad thing, but they do like request stuff from everyone like once a year. So every like it's quarterly, it's not like a monthly thing. So they'll be like, okay, we need things from these 15 groups this month or this quarter. I'm sure this is gonna thicken as we wait. That's kind of weird. It's not that weird. I just don't think you worked in a
that's very normal.
In the type of environment.
That's a very normal. We have newsletters as well.
Yeah, because ours is usually like our commissioner has a statement, our chief examiner has something, and then they talk about achievements and other things, holidays. It's meant to try and humanize people. I had to do like a employee spotlight one time, which was vastly uncomfortable for me, but you know, what can you do? All right, I'm going to pull it here. It should thicken as it sits. There's the wild rice. There's the heavy cream. Lemon zest. Go. Chives. Did you cook the rice separately? Yes, that's what it told me to. Alright, so that's got to sit for 20 minutes. Morgan, do you want to make your
Yeah.
sandwich? Yes, Grant, the recipe says to cook it separately. The reason being, you make a you cook the rice in this like very nice bay leaf, thyme, garlic, baking soda, salt mixture. Cook it for 35 to 50 minutes in the oven, and it makes like a cooking liquid that you basically then strain out, and you then put that into the soup. Did you want to wash one of those bowls?
Are you happy with them?
I think they're fine. I just
If you don't like them, I'll return them.
I don't know. I mean, they're fine. I'm indifferent. They do what I'm hoping. You think they will? I put you in charge of this, so I want you to tell me. Are you happy with these? Do you think they'll do what we did? Want?
Yes.
Okay, then yes, please wash them. Sorry, I'm not trying to be difficult. You're the picture taker at this point, so you get lots of compliments for it too. Damn, this is some gourmet shit. I always just pour that shit straight into the pot. Ooh, you got it. Nope, I'm following the directions. Alright, it's been 2 minutes. You want stuffings?
Yes. You know I do.
how we work as a couple.
Why do you have 2 real plates?
One for the sandwich.
So, like, do you want it shiny like that, or are you okay with... Like, that's not going to reflect like the same, you know?
That's what I'm going for.
Yeah.
This will probably have more delicate flavor than the stuff I make. It will probably have a different viscosity than I was saying, so ignore me and stick to the recipe. I mean, I'm doing what the recipe says.
Is that what Grant said?
Yeah, Grant's like, it should be thick. I was like,
We always ignore Grant, do what we
this
want.
recipe should be thick. Can I get away with 3 or do I need more? 3.
Is there blue?
Getting stuff out, touching Makoto.
Yeah, but... I get blue on a plate?
Hey, you've got red on you.
What?
That's a... Nothing.
A bleeding joke?
From Shaun of the Dead.
Oh.
You've got red on you.
Yeah, I've got like blue all over my pointer finger.
I don't know. Could it have been from work?
Yeah. It was from the photo. I don't know.
I don't have blue on my fingers, but to be fair, I've also been washing my hands like multiple times during all of this.
Oh, it's probably from popping all those bags.
That's
Because they've got the blue ink on them.
That is probably what it is.
That's the finger I used to pop all the bags.
Yeah, that is exactly what it is.
Yeah, I know. I looked over there and saw them and went, oh, yeah.
All right, I'm taking up the cutting board.
I don't need the cutting board.
A thick piece. So it's like my sister was back at the deli.
That's all.
This is the turkey. That's the ham right there. Your honey ham.
Honey maple?
I don't mind honey ham actually, but
Honey. What? I used to get honey baked hams.
yeah,
You
there's
can
some,
smell the maple.
there's some like drastically thicker pieces in here,
I don't know.
and I'm not complaining. It's more like a statement. Miss Rudy Pants over here.
You talking about my dinosaur pants?
No, he's saying you're rude for always saying, oh, it's Grant, just ignore him.
No, it goes back to what I put in Discord the other day. You're always very opinionated about food. And then you always love to tell us that we're doing it wrong.
For somebody who doesn't know how to cook? Okay.
But you always tell us we're doing it
Let
wrong.
me try this ham and see if it's worth the addition.
Smells like breakfast.
It does smell like breakfast. It tastes like breakfast, too.
It's not meant to be rude, Grant. It's just you're very you're not shy about sharing your food opinions, which is fine. You don't have to put it on yours. But I definitely put it on mine. Did you need to put cheese on it?
I did. It's at the bottom.
Oh.
I'm trying to figure
I
out.
want more of that ham.
Have as much of the ham as you want.
Make a ham sandwich for breakfast tomorrow. Because it smells like breakfast.
Sorry, I'm trying to do a little bit of a cleanup for pictures.
You know, Grant, that I only give you crap because I care.
That's what she said to me right before she threatened me with divorce.
What? I would never.
She's a backstabber. And a front stabber. And a side stabber. Don't let her have a knife.
And I sharpen them.
Not frequently. Not regularly. Not enough.
I mean, if I
You still want these?
No,
Oh,
it's a
touch that.
Colby.
No.
No, you like a Gouda, don't you?
I do like Gouda.
So I'll save it.
You're welcome. There's a bunch in here if you want some.
I would take some Gouda.
I was going to have you...
Close it anyway?
Yeah.
He's back.
I do need to make room here so I can clean up and get a picture.
I'm working on it.
Hey, I'm working on it.
I'm working here. Where'd the twist tie go?
It's right over there, or right here.
Thank you. You made a way bigger sandwich than is necessary.
That's a giant sandwich.
For me?
In general. Like, that's a foot long that's in 6 inches.
What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong. I'm just saying.
Should I put more cheese in it?
I think you probably have the adequate amount of cheese. But you do you. You can leave those out. Those can be in the picture.
But I'm done. Did you want them in the picture?
Well, it's a sandwich. I'm leaving the sandwich stuff out. It doesn't have to... Like, they don't have to be able to see everything. They just have to be able to see that it's there. Does that make sense? Yeah, like that. That's fine.
Bread.
Give the boy a treat. Okay.
He
Hey.
makes it himself.
Can you sit? These are brand new. Come on. Why are you looking at her? I have the carrot. Sit. Boop. Shake. Good boy.
Good sound.
Good boy. Shake. Shake. Now down. Down. We get confused. No. Sit. Now down. Good boy. All right, last one. Get mom.
Yeah.
Touch. Good boy. All right, one more. Good boy. You checked this side recently?
Nope. Oops, sorry.
If you're willing to wait until the soup opens up and get a picture there, that'd be perfect.
With everything?
Yeah.
I can do that.
Yep, Skipper's a good boy. You got what you're getting.
Probably hot.
Not that bad, but I'm gonna go ahead and.
Has it been? You drip water everywhere.
Yes, that's gonna happen.
I meant like on the cheese.
Well. Taste it for seasoning.
You know what this needs, Skipper?
Mayonnaise.
Jalapeno chips. Or barbecue chips. Do we have some barbecue chips though?
We have multiple. It's there. Picture. What pre-sliced cheese are we using today? Why would you use shredded cheese on a sandwich? You use sliced cheese. It's Gouda and Colby.
I'm sure his whole thing is like, I would have cut it from the block. Is that okay?
Yes. You watched this, right?
Yes. look awfully proud of yourself, bud.
Grant said that looks absolutely dang. It tastes quite good. Recycle that, you know. So, I was gonna drop some chives on top of this. Do you think I should, or do you think I should?
I think you should put a couple like in the middle, but you need to make sure that all your mushrooms and stuff where you want them to be.
I have to go back to my slides.
I understand, but it's too heavily loaded on one side. What? Hello? Yes. Yes. Okay. From what we can tell, it seems to be healing. I need to check again just to see if he started any swelling, but he kind of initially drained and then was good. And we think that they got like either caught on shirts or got caught in a small little like, but then other than that, it's been fun. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So they extended them. Yeah. Yep.
The garnish is hard caring for the gram. Well, wild rice soup is not the most visually appealing. I mean, it's fairly appealing. It's tasty. It's got the nice mix between the sandwich and that. I mean, look at the sandwich, though.
Sorry.
Is he gonna live?
Yeah, but I need to schedule an appointment with the normal vet.
Why?
Just to check him before his antibiotics run out.
Oh.
Because they don't want to have to like restart. You
Oh.
know, we got these lovely matte bowls, and you put a very shiny soup in them.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
How do we want to put this together?
What do you mean? You get a plate and you like set the sandwiches, And then that's next to it.
You don't put that on here and then the sandwich is next to it?
It's not gonna fit. It's a giant bowl. You would need that giant plate to give the illusion.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
No.
I'm gonna cut that in half and
That's fine, but you would just set it. If you wanted to put it on that, you'd have to get like a ramekin and like fill up a smaller thing.
that kind of defeats the purpose of soup.
Correct.
Why is it salad?
Soup and sandwich.
Yeah.
Does it look okay on the picture? Because that's like slightly.
It's not. That's just, it's sinking.
So you think that looks okay?
Yeah. I like this.
Yeah.
What's the better side?
Well, that was the better side. By far.
Here, you. Gotta go. Bye. See you, my dude.
Is that okay?
Yeah, I think that looks good.
Oh, did you want them next to each other?
Yeah. What, at the point?
Yeah. Really like to be in the background.
I'm just trying to.
Is that okay?
It's alright.
Well, then don't mess with it just yet.
Just trying to.
That better? I can crop it in.
Do it the other way.
This way?
No, over here. Do it where the sandwich is in front and the soup's a little bit more to the side.
Like that?
Yeah, you don't think that's
I
good?
think that's better. Yeah.
There's a tasty soup. That's a tasty sandwich. You want to try a bite of the soup?
I'll try a bite. I told you I would. Wish there was a way to get rice without mushrooms. But there's not. It's not bad. It's good broth.
Which is funny because
I know.
you know what it tastes like to me?
Mushrooms?
A really nice cream of mushroom soup. With just the rice in it.
Yeah. Like I said, it's not bad. I expected to hate it. It's actually fairly tasty.
I know for a fact there's no way you're going to have any room left after eating that sandwich. But there's so much soup here.
You can put some in a container and take it to food.
The soup is really good. Very creamy. The sandwich, I really like the dressed lettuce and onions. Alright, well, seeing as how it's been mostly just us, I'm going to go ahead and call it here. Hopefully this will be a big VOD one. Appreciate the few people who came in and hung out with us today. Should be back Thursday with some interesting vegetarian food. Hopefully we'll see some of you there. And if you missed anything, feel free to check out my Instagram. I always put all the pictures of the stuff we make on there. And I also usually post whenever we're getting ready to go live. So thanks guys, and hopefully see you later this week. Have a good rest of the day.